Hi guys, it's Kirsten and Kirsten from Plaid, and we are here today to show you one of the hottest DIY decor trends. We are going to show you how to incorporate canvases, paint, Mod Podge, and florals into your decor.
Absolutely. When you go into any craft store, wherever you happen to shop, there is so many florals. They are the first thing that you see when you walk in, and there's every season, every color, every trend. So adding that to wall decor is super exciting.
They're so beautiful. They look so real.
Absolutely.
They don't look like old silk flowers
Not
anymore.
They're beautiful.
So yeah, we're going to show you how to do this DIY floral canvas. Kirsten's going to walk us through how to actually create this one, and it'll give you a lot of great tips and tricks if you've never done this before and you're interested on learning how. So we're going to walk you through a very simple one, but we also want to show you these beautiful, this beautiful decor that the design room created.
Like this was so fun because there's so many trends. Like this one is so cute and unique because it's just a scrap piece of wood. They used the wood burner to make all of these little details to make the vase, and then they drilled a hole and added the florals. So this is cute, great for a beginner. It's that whole art deco, but you have some metallics,
Love the
you have succulents, very popular. And this I love because it looks like it's tricky, hard to paint. That is scrapbook paper, just cut into a circle and decoupaged on there. This, the most beautiful thing ever. But again, simple painting, add some gold, a really loose background, and then it's this amazing piece, wall statement for your home.
Yeah, this is a conversation piece. Like
for
people walk
sure.
in, they're like, where did you
get
that?
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, and then we have, black and white is a huge trend in decor right now. So we've got beautiful greens with the simple black and white. And also this one is so fun because we use napkins to actually do the back. So these aren't painted. This is actually Mod Podge and napkins. So that's a great tip or trick.
Because it looks like watercolor. It's just so perfect.
It gives it so much depth also.
For sure.
And then I think this is our favorite.
I love it.
So this is the tropical palm leaves. So tell them about this, how you guys made
this
that.
was, again, it looks super complicated, but this is a piece of metallic scrapbook paper. You just cut it, and then when you glue it to have that little rolled edge. So easy, but again, it just gives you that much more dimension.
So beautiful.
So much you can do. Yeah. Super exciting and super fun for all levels, from the advanced crafter to the very basic. So much that you can do.
I like them all together.
I know.
It's really pretty
big
in here.
Statement.
Yeah.
So to do it, you just need some very basic supplies. So again, whatever size canvas that is best for your project. We've got something cute with this one that we did a printable. So this is a vase. If you're a beginner, you would just Mod Podge this on. But again, any circle, any oval, any square makes a great container.
Right. You could even paint it on.
Paint it on.
And I want to tell everybody you can get that printable on plaidonline.com. So this is going to be available for you. You can just print it off, cut it out, and Mod Podge it right on your canvas.
Perfect. So, and again, the background, have fun with it. We just did a really subtle wash. We did a table and a background. Again, very subtle because you want your stems to be the hero in your project. So once that's dry, we use the printable, and again, we just cut it out. We applied it with the Mod Podge Ultra, which is so simple. You spray it on, you put that on there, and you let that dry. So once you have this created, then you get to have the fun with the florals. Okay, so always some wire cutters because all floral stems have wire inside. That's why they're so great to work with. You don't want to use scissors. So we just picked a cute little color palette that went great with our canvas. And really there's a beginner floral, there's just some basic rules. Like you always want to do it in odd numbers just because it kind of weighs better and it looks better. You always want to have maybe your biggest.
Like a focal piece.
Yeah, your biggest favorite flower, whether it be the color that you're trying to bring out, but one big, and then you want to have a few medium, and then you want to have something that can be a filler. Again, it can be all green, it can have some color, but something that's loose, maybe smaller, that fills it. So big, medium, and small is kind of the simple way to do it. And then you want to have something that's in odd numbers. Like you don't want to have two of each. You want to have odd numbers. So that's the easiest way for a beginner to think about it.
That's a really good tip because you walk in and it can be very intimidating.
Very intimidating.
So you pick you pick your color palette based on your folk art paint and your Mod Podge. Pick your sizes and you'll be good to go.
And the neat thing with this is, when you're doing a floral arrangement, you're having to make sure it's pretty all the way around.
Yes, you can cheat it.
You're working on a flat surface, so you only have to be pretty from the front, which is a lot easier for a beginner crafter. So once your canvas, let me get that out of the way. Once your canvas is dry and ready, you have to make a slit in your canvas. And again, we think do just a small slit where you would naturally put your florals into a real vase.
So whether you paint or Mod Podge your vase on,
yep,
right where the opening to the vase would be is where you're going to make your cut.
Yep. And not too big, but I just want to go, you know, the whole width of the vase.
And that doesn't need to be perfect either, because it's going to be hidden by all the floral that you're putting in.
Absolutely. And so what's that's on there, you can just see you've got a wide enough cut, and then you simply...
I can hold it, maybe
yeah,
can do that.
And you usually start, as you guys probably know, you start at the back and you work your way forward. So you take your little stems.
And so you've trimmed these. Is there a good way to measure against the canvas?
I did trim these. Usually in any floral store, the stems are really long, so you've got some variety of what to do with it. I just trimmed it to kind of be the height of my canvas, knowing that I can make it shorter. But you don't want to go in there ever and like hack off the flower, because you want to have enough room in the back to work with it. So starting with what will be in the back, you just kind of put that in there. The canvas is very durable. But at the same time, you don't want to put too much pressure on it. So you start in the back.
Oops.
Oh, is it staying on there?
Yeah, and you can always use some tape.
Yep, or I've got some hot glue, because at the very end of all these, we just tacked it with a little bit of hot glue.
But even just some like painter's tape or stencil tape to hold everything in place as you position it.
Would be perfect.
Yep, I'll hold it. I'll be your tape.
You're my tape. Good job. So I'm going to take just a few. Again, these are my fillers, but I'm putting them in first, knowing that I can rearrange them once it's in there.
I totally match these flowers.
I know. Did you plan that?
Yeah.
And then this is the one that I like the best, the one that I want to be the focus of the arrangement. But see how great, like they're fitting in there.
Yeah,
the canvas is not stretching.
Right.
It almost holds it in there almost perfectly. So then you just want to rearrange that how you like it. And then remember, you always want to have something that's smaller and that you can fill some of that area.
It's almost going to hide the imperfections too, and just make it look full.
Hides it perfectly.
Yeah.
So you can bend those stems just like if it was in a glass vase. And then let's say I'm leaning over. That is perfect.
I love it.
So that's beautiful. And then what we did with all these big ones, again, like Kyra said, you can put a little bit of tape in the back, but even more permanent is taking some hot glue, and you're barely using any of it. You're just putting a few little dots on the back of the canvas, holding down those stems. That makes it also hang perfectly, because then your stems aren't sticking out in the back.
And the great thing about the canvas is the back of it allows the stems, and it's not going to hit or scratch your wall.
Yep, it's almost like a shadow box.
Yeah.
And then just for safety, so that it's very, very durable, I'm just going to put a few little dots of glue. Again, you do not need too much when you're doing this, because the canvas is holding your flowers into place. But just a few little dots under the main sections of those stems. Work it a little bit more. Once that glue is dry,
voila.
There you go.
That took like 5 minutes.
I know,
was
it's
so
perfect.
easy, and you get this beautiful piece.
Beautiful, and you've got 3D floral element for home decor.
Right.
Super fun.
Yeah, so check out plaidonline.com to get more information about this project, all the projects you see behind us, more inspiration. You can get your downloadable printable.
Yep.
You can get all the product that you see here. We've got our folk art paint, our Mod Podge Ultra.
Yep.
And you can create your own DIY canvas at home. So thanks, guys.
Have fun. Bye.